just a big leap upward that we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's McCollum at the point. And for the Warriors, Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the 5, down low. Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, the first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. In the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So I'm going to be a politician. The answer is both.
Well, Jimmy's showing you what a great scorer he is. He had the defense completely fooled by that pump fake.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
He's perfect from the line this time. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Now here's Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Post inside. Okongwu on him. And Post gets it to go.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
Risache with the ball. Butler covering. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Post. In his last outing, he had 11 points. He was all alone on that one.
Well, that's Curry doing what he does best, doing damage from the outside.
On the wing, Risache. Pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Moody.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Curry. Here's Post, guarded by Okongwu. Here's Butler. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Here's Okongwu, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. A good look from Johnson. The wide open shot is on the money.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Outside Curry, pass to Moody. Outside Butler. Curry against McCollum. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. And that one's good. Curry's got 5 now.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Now Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
Well, Johnson should get credit right there for staying ready and making himself available off the ball.
Pass to Moody. Outside, Green. Back to Moody. The 3. The rebound by Atlanta. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. going to be Okongwu shooting. It's going to be on Quentin Post. And you can argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Now here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Pass to McCollum. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Really tight handle right there by McCollum. He has every move he needs to find that open space.
Here's Moody, still without a bucket. Back to Curry, takes the 3. It's rebounded by Risache.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Daniels finds Johnson. And it's all tied up. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Outside Moody. Back to Curry. 4-3. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8. And so it's Atlanta with it. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, you've got 2 teams, one from each conference, trying to reach that upper echelon. Should be an interesting matchup.
Fiery drive by McCollum, going in hard and finding himself a foul on the way to his shot.
The free throw drops for McCollum, and a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risache. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
And McCollum drops them both. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, BA, they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one 3-level scorer.
Well-timed shot fake. Got the defender off the ground right there.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Pass to Risache. Lets the 3 fly. Majimski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 3. To the inside. And there's Green on the assist from Butler.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Daniels outside. Now here's McCollum for 3. Sinks the tray. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Okongwu against Green. Outside Curry from behind the arc. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Graham?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Risache. Here's Okongwu. He's got 5. McCollum on the left side. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. McCollum's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Curry. The deep 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Now here's Okongwu. There's McCollum with the 3. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Yeah, boy, has he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
Now Curry. Horford outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Outside, Alexander Walker. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. McCollum against Curry. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Johnson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McCollum. And a chance here to check out some stats for Draymond Green.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kispert comes in for Daniels. And it's Kennard in for C.J. McCollum. Out to the wing. Horford finds Curry. The 3-pointer off the mark. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. To the middle. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Now here's Curry, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Green. And miss after miss right now.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Now here's Kispert. Tight defense on him. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, the Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Guys, back to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. So both teams making some changes here. Looking at the real numbers from the real NBA, the best free throw shooting teams of the season. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Pass to Hield. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Here's Krejci. Kispert outside. Kennard for 3. That shot is off. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Hield. Left side Podziemski. And here's Horford. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
Now here's Kispert. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And that one drops.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Here's Podziemski. They trail by 3. Horford outside. Pass to Hield. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
We've got 1:13 left in the opening quarter. To the inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Alexander Walker with it. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in. Pass to Butler. Outside Hield. This one for 3. McCollum pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. For 3, Porzingis. Rebounded by Butler. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Golden State. Trailing by 2. Outside Podziemski. Horford, a screen on Porzingis. Clock at 4. Butler double team. Up and over Kennard. No good. That would have tied it. C.J. McCollum has been leading the charge for Atlanta. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
On the floor for Atlanta, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Corey Kispert, and it's Kennard in at the 3. And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Atlanta. Left side, Butler. Butler goes for it inside.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
McCollum, the pass to Kispert. Porzingis with a screen on Kuminga. Kispert. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Outside Podziemski. Pass to Butler. Horford outside. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
And he can still do so many things for you. Big Al calmly knocking it down from distance.
Now here's Kispert. Here's McCollum. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Pass to Butler. Outside heel. There's the triple. Porzingis grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And you watch Buddy Hield, Tim, a 6'4", sharp shooting guard. Some similarities to your game.
Well, he gets those threes up at a rate I could only dream about back when I played, PA. The green light that shooters play with these days, I tell you what, it must be nice.
Pass to Butler. Launches it. Ooh, Jimmy Butler cashing in from distance.
And when Jimmy Butler is this confident, he is a nightmare to contain. Butler just takes over games with his scoring.
McCollum looks around. That shot wide open. McCollum's got 16 points now.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Now here's Potemski. No points so far. Horford, a screen on McCollum. Down low. Horford gets it done inside.
Yeah, how many times has Horford scored at the pick and roll? I mean, millions throughout his career.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Horford, and it's Stephen Curry in for Hield. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Porzingis. 6 points for him. Outside, Alexander Walker. There's the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Outside Johnson from downtown. The Warriors pull it in. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
Now McCollum. He's got 16. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Johnson for 3. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Butler can't get it to go. Hawks trail by 4. Right side, Alexander Walker. McCollum outside. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Well, it looked like the defense was there for the challenge, but C.J. McCollum showing you his ability to fight through that.
Here's Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. And Porzingis with the block. McCollum against Curry. And here's Kispert. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Curry. McCollum's shot is off. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Outside Pajemski. Curry with it. He had 31 in the win against Milwaukee. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Substitutions here, and we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
Here's a Kongwu. He's got 5. Pass to Rizachet. Now here's a Kongwu. Shot clock at 6. And here's McCollum. Shoots over Curry. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 20 points.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum showing you no weakness in his game offensively. If he finds any opening on the floor, he is going to take advantage of it.
Here's Butler. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 3. Daniels outside. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. Pass to Heel. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And you can't be too aggressive guarding Hill, because he will bait you into fouling him and still make it.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Outside, Green. From deep three-point range, and it's Heel that time on the assist from Green. Heel's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Now McCollum, give him 20. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Pass to Butler. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, there's always a lot of talk around Jimmy Butler, but the fact is this. When the game is on the line, Butler can raise his effort level. It's almost unmatched in this league.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Horford, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker's checked in. Butler hits them both. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Okongwu, a screen on heel. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Let's go with a three. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Now here's Johnson. 7 points in the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Risache. Fires from the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. The Warriors lead by 8. Hield finds Curry. The three is up. Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Risache. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Curry. Johnson a screen on Curry. Now here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Curry. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 5 points. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Launches it from deep. And the Warriors with another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Outside Risache.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the first half of basketball.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Hield against Daniels. Johnson a screen on Hield. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Hield, that time on the assist by Horford. 10 points for him.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Now here's Alexander Walker. And he lobs it up. Horford with a steal. To the paint. Here's Butler. That shot missing. Hawks trail by 17. Daniels outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Curry. Here's Alexander Walker. No good again that time. And the Warriors shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. Outside Curry. 12 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. That one falls. Curry's got 31 points.
And we've seen this so many times. A hot start by Curry. And once he gets rolling like this, there's not much the defense can do.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside.
Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for Golden State.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys, in a good way.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in energy level, the activity level. They've been a step ahead the whole way.
And circling back to the first half, what about these 2 point guards?
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Hawks trail by 17. The combo up front is Draymond in post. Stephen Curry is out there with Moody, and it's Butler in at the 3. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Shots good by McCollum.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's about 40% from deep over the course of his career. C.J. McCollum has been doing this at a high level for a long time.
Outside Butler, the 3-ball. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Okongwu's got 9.
When he's had the opportunities, he's scored the ball, but they need more from him.
Curry passes to Butler. Down low. Butler drops it in.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
Here's Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, and B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his second Defensive Player of the Year award.
And that one misses. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
That one drops for him.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted areas.
That's good from Okongwu. On the assist by McCollum. Okongwu's got 4 points this quarter. Outside Moody. And here's Butler. 20 points for him. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Risache.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Good.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Curry looking it over. Green with a screen on McCollum. Outside Moody. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Over McCollum. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McCollum right side. Outside Johnson. Here's Risache. The three. Hauled in by Curry.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
McCollum with a steal. Pass to Daniels from deep. They get it back. Out to McCollum. Six on the shot clock. Daniels outside. Here's the three. Unable to get that one.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Here's Curry. That one rolls around and rims out. Hawks trail by 14. McCollum outside. Pass to Risache. Launches a three. Pure from three-point range. Risache's got 7.
That's his first 3 of the night. Maybe something to build on.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry to win the drought. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Pajimski's checked in for the Warriors. And here's a look at the shooting guards who have collected the most assists during the last month. Dyson Daniels on top.
With his skill as a playmaker, he's just as comfortable sliding over to the point guard spot when his team needs him.
Well, a 2-guard with that kind of versatility makes a coach's job much easier because you've got multiple playmakers on the floor at the same time.
Outside Risache. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Daniels misses.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
And here's Moody. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on McCollum. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Daniels passes to McCollum. Back to Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. Fires it. And Atlanta misses again. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And that's one thing you know about Draymond. He is going to finish strong.
Outside Risache. Soft touch off the glass. Risache's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Moody passes to Green. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry from outside the arc. On target from range. Curry's got 37.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Curry against McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 29 now.
Well, he's been doing this for over a decade in this league. He is a bucket getter, and he's having another monster night.
Pass to Butler. Outside Moody. And here's Pajimski, covered by Daniels. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Daniels outside. Back to Risache. Puts up a three. He drops it from range. Risache's got 12.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Outside Pajemski. Back to Curry. Shoots from the elbow. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Curry's got 41.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Outside Risache. McCollum against Curry. From 7. And it's McCollum getting it to go. McCollum's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Pass to Pajemski. Now here's Green. Three-pointer. Gets the three ball to go. He's got 9.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
Outside Risache. Back to McCollum. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Pajemski. Inside. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights. And some people think Draymond Green is a little too bold. But look, that's just his passion for the game. A lot of teams need what Draymond Green brings to the table.
Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Moody. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kispert comes in for Risache. Kennard, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Alexander Walker in for C.J. McCollum. Kispert on the wing. Porzingis with a screen on Hield. Here's Kispert. And he banks in the layup. Kispert's got his second basket of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Curry finds Hield. Screen by Horford. Hield on the wing. Defended by Kispert. Horford, a screen on Johnson. Here's Green. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Alexander Walker with it. He's got 5. Kennard outside. Pass to Kispert. Now Porzingis. Horford covering. From down in the low post, it goes. Porzingis has got 8.
And after adding 16 pounds of muscle during the 2019 offseason, Porzingis handles contact so much better. Great finish inside. And they've been pretty meticulous offensively. That's only their second turnover of the game.
Krejci's checked in for Johnson. Hawks trail by 16. On the wing, Alexander Walker, defended by Pajemski. Porzingis in the post. Horford covering. Pass to Kispert. Here's Krejci. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He has 7.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Hield to the right side. Right side Kuminga. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Fires the 3. And it's Healed, missing. Hawks trail by 14. Kispert, the pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Porzingis. Kicks it out to Kennard. Here's Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with a three. The Warriors lead by 14. And there's Kuminga. That one's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists now in this one. Kennard outside. Over to the wing. Porzingis surveying the floor. Back to Kennard. Kispert on the wing. From the arc. Buries it from 3. Kispert's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. 4th quarter on the floor for the Hawks. We've got Kristaps Porzingis, Corey Kispert out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Hawks trail by 13. Kispert, right side. McCollum outside. Porzingis against Kuminga. Back to Porzingis. Here's McCollum, and that one off the back of the rim and in. McCollum's got 11 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the craftiness of McCollum, smooth in that mid-range area.
1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. And it's Healed, missing. Healed's gone 1 of 5 on 3-point tries. Porzingis passes to Kispert. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Kennard on the wing. And the Hawks with another 3.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Here's Butler, buried from 15 feet out. Butler's got 22.
Well, he's a great mid-range scorer, and that's why Butler's teammates and coaches encourage him to look for that shot.
Here's McCollum. An easy 2 on the layup. McCollum's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Now here's Kispert, defended by Podziemski. Good on the bucket.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Podziemski. Here's Butler. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in. 24 points for him.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
McCollum, pass to Alexander Walker. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. switch here. Curry's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Kispert. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's Podziemski, covered by Alexander Walker, and he lobs it up top! Now McCollum, Porzingis with a screen on Curry. McCollum outside, just 4 to shoot. And he gets that one. And now just a three-point Warrior lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Outside heel. The three is up. Rebounded by Johnson.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside, Alexander Walker. To tie it up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. It's Podziemski on the wing. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Curry's got 43 points.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Porzingis sets a screen. From deep, Johnson. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry passes to Butler. Butler! Focused under pressure.
This is how Jimmy Butler likes to operate. He welcomes the challenge inside.
Pass to McCollum. There's a screen by Johnson. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Johnson against Curry. Now Kuminga. Now here's Butler. Here's Podziemski. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now McCollum. Pass to Porzingis. Looking to end the run. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Curry against McCollum. Uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 45 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
McCollum outside. And the layup is good off the glass. McCollum's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's been laser focused here in the fourth. Only 1 miss out of 5 attempts.
Curry passes to Kuminga. And here's Butler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
The free throw is off from Butler. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Pass to post. Now Moody lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Risache.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson a screen on Butler. The three from Risache. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And here's Post to the paint. Green in the post. Johnson on it. Pass to Post. Outside. Green. Screen by Post. Pulls it from the top of the key. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 8 rebounds in the game. Hawks trail by 8. Here's McCollum from deep. Rebounded by Green.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
McCollum against Curry. Down low. Here's Post. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Outside Johnson. For 3, McCollum. He buries it from 3. McCollum's got 44.
With the game on the line, he's been nothing short of clutch. 6 of 8 coming down the stretch.
Pass to Post. 4-3. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Here's Daniels. McCollum with it. Yes, sir, it's good.
And McCollum excels at everything on the court. And man, he is putting on a show.
Outside Moody. Now Curry. And got it. Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. McCollum.
McCollum is just so crafty. What a handful for a defense.
Team foul. At the line for the Hawks, C.J. McCollum. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for McCollum.
And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
And McCollum drops them both. Here's Curry. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Butler outside. Now Green. Curry fires. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Butler with a steal.
Fourth personal foul, second team foul. At the line for two, Post.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up by 9. The Hawks shooting incredibly well. 63% and really making their shots count. Now here's McCollum. Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. McCollum against Curry. Now Butler. 1:19 left in the final quarter.
And looking to do damage in there, Butler draws the foul.
Personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Jimmy Butler.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point game here. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And it's good! He hits another one!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. The Warriors lead by 7. And 1:01 left in the fourth. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. McCollum! 20 feet away and no problem.
Well, that is in his wheelhouse right there. C.J. McCollum can absolutely torch you off the dribble.
Butler outside. Outside Moody. Now Curry. With the floater. Green. Misses the three. And here are the Hawks now. 7-point differential.
But that's a nice look right there. You can run your offense through Johnson. He's that talented.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
The line for two.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
And the Hawks call time here. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, your thoughts?
trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
I can't wait to see what they draw up here and who they decide to go to.
McCollum against Curry. Johnson! Oh, missed on the tray. McCollum against Curry. And so the Warriors take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.